take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Quarterback may change this route. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the 2nd level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success.
And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. He'll try the left side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Got it in the middle, it's Gutierrez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll run it from the gun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Coleman. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gutierrez.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical, make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, another Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, getting the yardage.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Coleman. There he goes! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10+ yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option, the give. Breaks the tackle. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working. Nice job on the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again? Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to pass their way in. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead down a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
How about that? We'll definitely be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. And he's wrestled to the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got a man, it's Gutierrez. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
The short hand, it's Simon, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown LSU. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Time to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. He's loose. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. the ball, makes its way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He's got it down the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. Flips it out in the flat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on. Oh, he's got some space!
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.